Peace family, this Uncle Reams and this Uncle Reams Reactions. So right now I'm outside of Repo Records, Charlotte. I'm here to pick up that Wu Tang on vinyl, that bastard Swordsman. Yeah, what's so dope about this? You know, and I ain't been to the record store in a minute to just pick up some vinyl. But you know what's dope about this is, man, they say that every one of the vinyls of this Wu Tang, the bastard Swordsman, is a man. They say that every copy is going to be a one of one, so I'm real excited about that. You know what, we about to see what it's about. Repo Records, Charlotte. So we got that Wu Tang, bastard Swordsman. Oh yeah, and like they said, every cover is a one of one. Yeah, that's dope. Damn, that's dope. All right, so I'm home, back home from Repo Records. I got the Wu Tang Bastard Swordsman record. I chose this cover, the one with the purple in it. I just thought the colors of this one was pretty fly. But just to look at the cover, we have the Wu Tang logo, as well as Mathematics in the way that he does his logo. You know, each Wu member, they kind of change it and make the logo fit their name. But interesting about Mathematics, for those of you who don't know who he is, he's actually a very valuable person to the Wu Tang legacy. The most recognizable thing about Wu Tang has to be this W symbol. A la Mathematics was the artist to actually create the W symbol. So he's the one responsible for bringing us that W, probably the most popular hip-hop logo in the world, right? Everybody can recognize that logo, and a la Mathematics is the one who brought it to us. But if you ever went to see Wu live in any one of the cities, DJ A La Mathematics is usually their DJ, the person who DJs for them. And if you know anything about Wu Tang Productions, you know that A La Mathematics is a very sought after producer. One of the ones who made some of the most classic beats that Wu ever rapped on. He did a full Wu album by himself where RZA stepped aside and let him take over the production responsibilities on Wu Tang The Saga Continues, which ended up being a really dope album. You know, a lot of the fans was more into that album than some of the other ones when RZA got in his more experimental phase. I actually appreciated those albums that RZA was doing in his experimental phase, and I still think that from a Wu vantage point, I would prefer his production on the whole album. But hearing some of the music off of this album here, I'm excited to hear it. I think this is going to be their strongest work in a while, you know, and because that song, the one song that I did hear from it, which is Mandingo, that reminded me some of old Wu. But to give RZA credit, RZA did do most of the production on that song, from my understanding. So it sounds like some old school Wu, you know, and that just got me excited to hear the rest of this. And just to read the cover, it says, so today, April 12th, is Record Store Day. But Wu Tang Mathematics, Black Samson, the Bastard Swordsman from the Wu Tang Saga Continues collection. It says the album includes stellar performances by Method Man, The RZA, Capadonna, Inspector Deck, Ghostface Killer, Raekwon, The GZA, You God, Master Killer, Cool G Rap, ooh, Nicole Bus, Cameron Corvette, Crooked Eye, wow, 38 Special, Willie the Kid, Benny the Butcher, Corrupt, Ralph McDaniels and RJ Payne. And it says, and with additional production by the RZA. Ooh, I'm already knowing this is going to be a bomb. Yeah, I'm excited about this. So it says, Wu Tang DJ, producer, artist, Mathematics delivers 12 explosive tracks that form a dynamic new collection of hits featuring a powerhouse lineup of Wu Tang Clan members and legendary guest artists. This album strikes with the precision and impact of the grandmasters of hip-hop. So, man, I'm excited about this. I'm loving my artwork cover. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. You know, and this is going to be a collector's piece for me. I might only listen to this one time, put it back up, and listen to other stuff. But I mean, I'm probably gonna listen to the album more than one time. But this particular album, I'm probably only gonna listen to once. Wow, it comes with artwork inside the cover as well. Okay, so this is a sleeve. This sleeve comes inside, and it's a double album. So we're gonna look at it. Okay, here we got Black and Gold, which is classic Wu colors, and they say that it's a special collector's edition cover. Okay, so this is side A. So I guess it's 4 sides: side A, side B, side C, and side D. Okay. And we're gonna get into all these songs. I don't see a track listing. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself and it'll be in the actual album. Let me throw this back in the sleeve. And check the other album. Let me get my plastic over here because I gotta put that back in there. Next album is in the check it. Okay, side C and side D. So it's 12 songs in all. 3 songs on each side. Okay. And there's no track listing on the actual track. Hold on, let me open it. Oh, so we actually can open it up. And here we do have the track listing. So the track listings are side A, Sucker Free City, featuring Corrupt and Ralph McDaniels. Number 2 is Mandingo, which is the song which is the first release from this album. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you probably heard it already more than likely. Number 3 is Roar of the Lion's Pit, featuring You God, Coogee Rap, and the RZA. Okay, side B, it's Claudine, another song. Actually, that was the first release off of this album. I didn't know Claudine would be on this album. Claudine was a song that came out maybe almost 2 years ago. Well, a year and a half to 2 years ago. I didn't know that would be on this album, but that actually was the first release off of this album, which features Method Man, Ghostface Killah, and Nicole Bus singing. Pretty good song, but I didn't know it would even be on this album. But yeah, that was the first release on this album. I did not know that song would be on this album. And number 3 is Executioners from Shaolin, featuring the Spectre Death, the Jiz and Capadonna. Excited about hearing that because them 3 go hard. Cleopatra Jones, featuring Raekwon and Master Killer. Warriors 2, Cooley High, featuring Benny the Butcher and Method Man. Let's Do It Again, featuring RJ Payne, 38 Special, Willie the Kid, and the RZA. Man. And Dolomite, featuring Capadonna, that's on side D. You Got a Master Killer. Trouble Man, featuring Cameron Corvette. I don't know who that is, but I'm interested to hear who it is. Another song called Charleston Blue, Legend of a Fighter, featuring Crooked Eye, Capadonna, and Nicole Bus. So yeah, we're gonna check it out. I'm just, man, see, this is what I miss about going to the record store to buy records is, getting the actual unit in your hand and coming home and opening it up and looking at the credits and seeing who does what and looking at the track listing. And this is one of those lost arts that unfortunately the internet kind of took away from us to such a degree. But there are still some record stores open, but it's not the same. Like, records used to come out on Tuesdays. Every now and then you might get a record store that'll look out for you and let you get something a day early. But now it ain't like that. And now you can just go on iTunes and everything available for you. So or go on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, Tidal, whichever digital platform that you're with. Okay, executive producers, I Love Mathematics and the RZA. Or we'll say RZA produced a couple of songs. So he produced tracks 2 and 3 on side A. And I think that's it, right? Yeah. Well, he co-produced those tracks, it says. So him and Mathematics co-produced the tracks together. So I'm gonna listen to this. All right. So far right now, we got Black Samson, Bastard Swordsman by Wu Tang. We looked at the track listings. We looked at the cover, and I'm excited to hear it. So we're about to get into the first song.